Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Brenier, and with me today I have Justin Blanco, Grant Boatman, and Christian Seja. We're Team 2 from Marketing 489, and we will be presenting a nonprofit marketing plan on behalf of the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra. Let's get started. Now, from a basic level, the Boys and Girls Clubs of La Habra simply defines their mission statement. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra seeks to help youth of all backgrounds, especially to those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible citizens. And from a fundamental level, that is what the Boys and Girls Clubs is really all about. They want to provide a world-class experience to reach as many young people as possible, especially those who enter doors, and keep them on track from graduation at elementary school to high school, and develop plans and evolve their character, and ultimately allow their alumni to give back to their own community and be leaders in character, citizenship, and living a healthy lifestyle. Now let's introduce the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra. Well, primarily it was established to provide an alternative place for youth to grow. And mainly that's outside of the school, their primary source of school, where they can learn, develop, and have fun. And the club provides and furnishes resources to facilitate the local youth, enhance their life skills, and teach them overall how to be better people. Now, as a result, the children are afforded an alternative to getting into trouble that they may encounter outside of school. Essentially, it's a safe place for the youth that can and tend to be exposed to negative influences when they're not in school, whether their parents are working multiple jobs and they don't have any supervision. And as a result, the marketing plan focuses on the local surrounding population. And that's how the club is established and who it primarily serves. We're going to analyze the current offerings, who the members are, their surrounding environment, and determine new products and services that should be implemented. The plan overall is made to help the club gain more members and retain them more frequently. Before we jump into the marketing plan we've prepared for the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra, let's go through a quick overview and evaluation of the company. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra was founded in 1955. The original building did not open until 1958. It was originally set to serve only boys. Now, along the way, there was expansion and growth. In the 80s, their teen center opened up. In the 90s, this is when the club actually changed its name to the Boys and Girls Club in 1991. And in the 2000s, it separated itself from the city of Brea and exclusively became the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra. Now, along the way, alumni have always been encouraged to give back to the club. Now, they see this as a calling card, as they were brought up in the environment, and they're able to give back, provide that mission that they're currently driving towards each day. The program is aimed at children between the ages of 5 and 18, and there's two programs available. General program hours, they're for after school from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. They also have extended day programs from 7 to 6 p.m. Within the organization, they have some various programs that really separate them from their competition. And the structure helps the youth gain supplemental learning outside of school to aid in focused efforts to harvest and promote excellence in a variety of skills. It also promotes solutions to new skills that they may not be exposed to within the traditional school or family environment. At the end of the day, all the members can participate in these activities and form a community that further develops their life skills. Now, within our marketing plan for the Boys and Girls Club, we have set two different types of goals: revenue generating goals and non-revenue generating goals. First, let's review the revenue generating goals. Number one, to increase contributors' total donations by a factor of 20%. Obviously, this is a big part of the business. Very difficult to provide any growth without raising the total donations factor. Next is to convert heavy social media marketing into direct monetary contributions, meaning having a live link on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc., where individuals and companies can directly contribute. Next is to campaign for a push marketing strategy to request volunteer hours. The goal is to partner with 3 local minority businesses to host events to drive individual donors each quarter. So we're looking to do 1 per month throughout the year to achieve our goals. Now the non-revenue generating goals. Number 1 is to increase youth membership by 15%. Continue to bring the community into the doors of the Boys and Girls Club in La Habra. Number 2 is to promote a virtual platform education during the COVID-19 pandemic, and that's not just for the participants, but also the parents also. And then to personally negotiate and sell concepts to the community, inform the local community of their successful alumni, and educate potential contributors of tax incentives and deductions. And finally, create 2 new programs at La Habra location. 1, quarterly outdoor field trips to Newport Dunes, teach water safety and basics for children, and then also for teens, teach them how to be responsible for the surrounding environment around water. And lastly, the annual Olympics for both winter and summer sports, instruct friendly competition, and just to demonstrate the value of winning and losing. Let's look at a traditional SWOT analysis for the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra. From an internal standpoint, many different strengths: develop youth of local community, very affordable, amenities for the participants, and exposes kids to diverse environments, and properly trained staff to take care of those children. At the same time, quite a few weaknesses that need to be addressed: aging assets require maintenance and upgrades, funding requires consistent donors to continue the affordability, lack of volunteer base, and finally, appropriately training the support groups. Externally, many different opportunities, annual kids auction. The target market is children, which is a niche. Galvanize the local communities, provides a online and virtual engagement during the COVID-19. But there's also threats to be aware of: the safety of the children, the requirement from donors, outside community lifestyles such as drug and alcohol taking away from the target market. So overall, the club has many things to address, but exposing those and getting those out in the limelight will help us grow the marketing plan.
La Habra's club is one of many boys and girls clubs across the country. The Boys and Girls Clubs of America is one of the largest organizations that have many nonprofit after-school programs. According to IBIS World, the amount of participation in after-school programs has risen. The market size of after-school program providers is $22 billion. The club can also fall under the category of civic, social, and youth organizations. After-school programs and civic, social, and youth organizations aim to help those who are in need, specifically the youth. Kids may have nothing to do or have no safe place to go to after school. These after-school programs provide a safe place where kids and teens can learn and gain new hobbies in a place where they are protected and where there are adults guiding them. IBIS World defines the after-school program industry as a place where members can participate in different types of activities that are provided by the program. These different activities include physical activity, supplemental education, food, music and art, personal development, and family activities. These after-school programs aim to provide supervision and guidance for kids during the after-school hours. It is meant to help foster growth and development with the youth. They want to influence the youth to make good decisions and live a meaningful life. Here is the financial report for the years ending in June 30, 2017 and 2018. This shows the total money brought in from public support, such as donations, grants, auctions, and money from events. It also shows the revenues the club brought in from things like membership dues, fees for the programs, membership signups, and more. In 2017, the club received $1,375,522 in contributions and grants. Grants made up most of the public support, with $1,244,793, and auction income and special events totaling to $130,729. The next year, 2018, saw a slight increase in the total public support, despite the Community Development Block Grant, which previously provided $103,678 in 2017 to providing nothing in 2018. The total money from public support increased from $1,375,522 in 2017 to $1,540,243 in 2018. Public support made up around 73% of the total revenue that the club received for 2017 and 2018. The remaining 27% of revenue comes from membership dues and other fees. The total revenue from membership in 2017 was $6,208 and $6,250 in 2018. Youth membership dues came out to $20,962 in 2017 and decreased to $19,357 in 2018. In both 2017 and 2018, the fees for the program services made up a majority of the revenues. In 2017, program service fees totaled $459,845, and in 2018, that number increased to $518,235. Despite the decrease in youth membership dues from 2017 to 2018, the total revenue increased from $508,674 in 2017 to $559,732 in 2018. This difference mainly came from the increase in fees from program services. The total money received from revenues and public support in 2017 came out to $1,884,196. This number increased to $2,099,975 in 2018. The fees for program services could have increased due to more programs being provided for the members. Despite the increase in these fees, membership and youth membership dues were mostly unaffected. The revenues of both years exceeded the total expenses, resulting in an increase of $77,017 in 2017 and $126,323 in 2018. Other organizations may be seen as competitors if they feel like they do not do the best job with providing good programs or being attentive to its members. Other local daycares that do not do anything and just have the kids playing around with no purpose may be an example of such a place, when the main objective is to actively guide kids. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra may want to try and attract other members from other after-school clubs if they feel like they can serve the kids a better place and provide a safer environment. The Boys and Girls Club may have more resources and more staff members that can give more to its members. It may not be efficient if kids are going to clubs that do not have as much if they are the same cost as the Boys and Girls Club. The youth should be going to a club that is the most accessible and provides the most. La Habra and the area around it houses other after-school programs. YMCA, La Habra Heritage School, and Optimus Learning School in Brea are a few other similar organizations. All of these organizations aim to develop the youth and provide a place to go to after school. Because of their similar goals and their ability to provide for the kids, they may not seem like direct competitors. They may all share the same competition against the other activities or negative aspects of life that may draw kids away from these programs that occur after school. There are not many organizations that can be considered a competitor because nonprofit organizations seek to provide a place for the youth to develop. These types of organizations are built to serve the youth and the community. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra would not view another similar after-school program as a competitor because they all share the same goal of keeping the youth safe and building their overall character. The main competitors are not other similar organizations, rather, they all compete against one mutual problem. The problem lies within other after-school activities that are not beneficial to the growth and development of the youth. Without the proper guidance that can be found at these clubs, kids can get caught up with bad influences. Classmates from school can influence others to participate in negative activities after class with peer pressure. These activities can include doing drugs, stealing, bullying other kids, and other crimes. Hanging around bad influences that may be in their own household is another problem too. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra needs to attract the youth and reach out to the parents or guardians of the youth so that they will want to take their kids to the club after school and prevent these bad influences from entering their lives or reduce the time spent with negative people. There are more like-minded people at these after-school clubs and adults that can protect them and help them grow. Based on information from 2018, customers or members of the club are the youth ages 5 to 18 years old. These are kids in the area that need more development, access to more recreational and educational resources, or a place to be. According to this chart, 10% of the youth and teens served at the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra are 5 to 6 years old. 34% are 7 to 9 years old, 24% are 10 to 12 years old, 16% are 13 to 15 years, and the remaining 16% are 16 to 18 years old. 55% were female and 45% were male. A vast majority of the members are Hispanic, comprising of 81% of the members. 9% of the members are Caucasian, 5% are multiracial, 3% are Asian, and 2% are Black or African American. The club operates during the after-school hours. Parents or guardians that may need to work during this time or are too busy to take care of their kids when they are home from school can place them in the care of the club. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra also has an extended hours program which is open throughout the summer when there is no school. This ensures there is a place for kids to go and develop instead of sitting around the house all day during the summer or being unsupervised while there is no school. As a non-profit, the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra must rely on donations. In order to receive donations, they need to encourage locals in the community to donate. They also need to host events such as auctions or fundraising meals to incentivize donations. La Habra has utilized online donation campaigns. On Greatness Amplified Giving Day, they set up a webpage that could be accessed from their website that laid out donation goals, how many donations they currently had in real time, and how many donors there are. During this specific campaign, they had 14 donors, which included locals, the Wagner Foundation, La Habra Host Lions Club, and the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra Alumni Association. Fundraisers for the club are also put on by related organizations. Recently, the La Habra Host Lions Club presented a drive-through pancake breakfast as a way to host a fundraiser event while still providing a safe environment in terms of the COVID-19 pandemic. To have a pancake breakfast, attendees needed to purchase tickets. There were also silent auctions going on at this event. All the proceeds would go to the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra. The La Habra Host Lions Club and the Alumni Association are the main donors that the club has. Many locals in the community and other organizations donate to the club too because they help the community out.
Hello everyone, my name is Christian Sehel and I will begin by discussing the target markets. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra maintains two target markets. The first market incorporates all contributors and potential contributors to the clubs. These contributors include financial donors, volunteers, and individuals or companies who seek to promote the advancement of youth. The second target market contains those who utilize the club's services. This market consists of 5 to 18-year-old boys and girls from the Habra residential area along with their parents. 68% of those children are 12 years or younger, with 91% of them being youth of color. These children come from La Habra households, where 47.3% of the households speak a language other than English at home, and 55.5% of those who are 25 years and older graduated from high school but did not pursue further education. Safe, enjoyable, and dependable enrichment and development are what the children and parents of La Habra seek from the clubs. This segment also includes those who are interested in the club's services but are unable to take advantage due to limited space at the clubs or other pandemic-related issues. Next, I will be discussing the marketing and product objectives. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra's marketing plan focuses on enhancing the empowerment and education of current members while expanding reach to generate new and incorporate lost membership and child participation. How La Habra clubs will achieve this has been categorized into 4 distinct areas. First, the current market. During the pandemic, clubs will operate at limited capacity, maintaining social distancing and safe practices, demonstrating devotion to safety and health. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra will increase membership by implementing more pandemic-appropriate activities and improving access to all activities. These activities will generate interest from both children and their parents who want the best for their child. The second category, new markets. While the COVID-19 pandemic continues, the clubs will seek to empower more children from the La Habra and surrounding areas, including children who are at home and can only interact with the club online. Incorporating solely online participants will amplify the reach of the club, allowing more at-risk children to receive benefits of the Boys and Girls Club membership without having to risk their health. The third category, current programs. The club provides tutoring, music lessons, arts and crafts, recreation, as well as networking and social opportunities, all in a limited fashion due to the pandemic-related restrictions. It would benefit both children and families to improve access to these existing programs by incorporating more online and outdoor components, which will be more inclusive to all. The final category, new programs. With changing times due to the pandemic, the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra must evolve to provide the most opportunities for children and families in need. The club would benefit from incorporating innovative programs as well as methods of accessing these programs. Allowing other children to participate remotely would increase interest and reach of the clubs without having to take on added risk. This can be done through increasing outdoor activities where social distancing is easier, creating a Boys and Girls Clubs Travel the U.S. program where members from clubs throughout the U.S. interact with each other online and partake in educational, personal, and professional growth together. Hello again. This time I will be discussing opportunity and objective. Children within all communities have, and always will, struggle to enjoy life while ensuring their own safety and growth. And this pandemic only makes things harder for both children and their parents. Children are not in school, but parents work, and many children are stuck raising themselves. The Club of La Habra views this as a call to action, increasing all efforts to reach those children in need. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra's current objective is to increase youth enrollment and participation, as well as total contributor annual donations by 20% over the next 5 years. With increasing online activity during this pandemic, amplifying online content and social media campaigns will go long ways to generating interest in the club and allow for more investment in the community.
Hello, my name's Grant Boatman, and now I will discuss the marketing strategy for the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra, which will entail product strategy, price strategy, promotion strategy, and the distribution or place strategy. So, to start with the product strategy, the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra already provides a wide range of activities, including 6 different programs that members can choose from, as Chris stated. And again, these are Teen Center, Arts and Crafts, Music Center, Education Center, Game Room, and the Gym. However, given the nature of the ongoing pandemic, it's important for the club to adapt to the new environment so children and the parents feel safe about continuing the memberships. To do this, the club will implement 2 options for members depending on their comfort level. One will be activities strictly conducted through Zoom. These can be built-in computer games to help build teamwork or live exercise routines taught by an instructor. The second will be the traditional activities but modified to be all outdoors. This ties into our goals to be achieved, as Christopher stated, of creating 2 new programs for the club, one being quarterly trips to Newport Dunes and the other being annual winter and summer sports. These will include moving the game room, gym equipment, and music center to outside while maintaining social distancing rules. So, to move on to the price strategy, the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra already offers very affordable memberships at $20 that is valid from January 1st to December 31st. Given that the current reputation of the Boys and Girls Club is to provide safe and quality care to children who need it while remaining extremely low cost, it is critical to maintain this reputation among the community. Therefore, the membership price will remain the same, included with the 2 new product strategies due to the current pandemic. So, to move on to the promotion strategy, the promotion strategy for the Boys and Girls Club lies in 2 pathways: online social media and events. To start with social media, although the pandemic serves as an issue in many other ways, it could actually provide an opportunity for the club to increase online promotion through aggressive social media marketing, given that online usage has increased due to the pandemic. The club should allocate budget for paid ads on existing Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for push marketing strategy. The target will be segmented geographically to the zip codes in the city of La Habra and Orange County surrounding area. The marketing ads are to be run during peak usage time for business and corporate individuals. The paid-for ads will focus on the ongoing mission to mentor and support undeserved youth with daily alumni success stories. Additionally, the accounts will be closely monitored for impressions and reach to determine effectiveness. Next, for events, the goal is to provide informational Zoom meetings for a more personal experience. In-person events can be conducted during a pandemic by having small groups meet with a leader with masks and proper distancing. These events can be helpful in showing how a good in-person experience can be given while still keeping the health of the kids and their primary caretakers in mind. And finally, to end with the distribution or place strategy, the club has one main facility where all activities take place. The club is located on Farringer Way in La Habra and has different sections for its different activities. For example, sports in the gymnasium and arts and crafts in the ceramic center. However, the club should look to eventually spread their organization across multiple facilities, much like the club in Fullerton does. A proposition of opening up 2 smaller locations is recommended. One located on Lambert Street for more access, and the other on Orangewood Street. Now I will pass it off to Christian to discuss the marketing tactic. Thank you.
Now it is time to discuss the marketing tactic. La Habra Boys and Girls Club will promote their services and new programs through a combination of social media marketing and events. The club will enhance their social media presence by running advertising campaigns based on the residents of La Habra and surrounding areas. These campaigns will be designed to the awareness and expand the reach of the potential impact of clubs on the at-risk youth in the community. Next is the implementation plan. Although the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra is a safe environment which provides a compassionate, warm space for children to enjoy life, children must still be taught safe practices as well as how to be aware and responsible for their surroundings. Teaching children to look after their own safety in all environments not only reassures parents, but it builds confidence and self-reliance in children, all of which boost trust in the club. Implementing safety-specific lessons for children can be both fun and rewarding by incorporating trips, sports, games, and team-building activities. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra will introduce new lessons in the safety of the club, allowing children to fully grasp the concepts until integrating real-life applications through virtual or in-person environments. First, the club will upgrade technology, making sure that any and all applications, programs, and activities are available to children both online and in person. This will include gathering any necessary equipment to live stream events, giving access to all members and their parents. Once the children become comfortable with the lessons and the safety of the club, they may be taken to off-site locations for trips and activities. Prior to embarking on any adventures, it will be paramount for all staff and volunteers to undergo exhaustive training on basic first aid, danger identification, as well as safe pandemic and vehicle operation procedures. Staff and volunteers will also be familiar with any new landscape or terrain and will be guided by senior staff members who have vetted all locations prior to arrival. Children will be required to present a liability waiver and permission form signed by a parent or guardian and will have their temperatures taken upon arrival. Once at the location, children will be counted, checked in with regularly, and will have set stations they must report to. Here, each child will be granted the opportunity to learn about water and environment safety in a real-life setting. Being able to learn something and then directly apply it allows for children to feel better about their learning capabilities and can increase their self-esteem. As children continue learning, their excitement and interest will also continue, thus increasing their, and ideally other children's, desires to participate in additional Boys and Girls Club programs. Similarly, for the second proposed program, children will be required to get a permission slip and liability release waiver signed prior to participating in the annual Olympics. Before the event, children will be granted the opportunity to practice any sport they would like to participate in during the event. On the days of the Olympics, first aid and CPR trained staff members will be present to ensure the safety of all participants, and parents will be allowed to attend as well. Friendly competition and team-based exercises will enhance the children's relationships with one another and teach them fairness and collaboration in a positive environment. Both programs will include ample bottled water and individually wrapped snacks for the children, along with a short survey to fill out afterward, which evaluates the child's experience. The survey will be used to determine funding for future programs as well as any areas of improvement. Next, liabilities and risks. With any new program or service come new liabilities and risks. The Boys and Girls Club of La Habra must consider these new liabilities and risks when introducing new programs and practices, especially during this pandemic. The club must focus on the safety and health of all involved, meaning any activities must include social distancing and should take place outdoors for added precaution. While this limits the type of activities the club can facilitate, as well as how many children are able to participate, the safety is number one priority, and the club should incorporate additional liability waivers, permission slips for parents to sign. Boys and Girls Club of La Habra can also incorporate more online and outdoor-based activities, making sure to adhere to the pandemic safety guidelines. Another liability that may present itself is transportation for the children. If there were to be any trips or activities not at the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra, it would be important for the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra to be fully transparent with all of the parents and the members, as well as provide opportunities for parents to drive their own children if they desire. While implementing new programs and services is always great for children, demonstrating that the children will be kept safe and healthy assures parents that a membership through the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra is the best choice. Next, for evaluation and control. The evaluation of the newly incorporated components will rely on a combination of surveys, reports, and internal analyses. Surveys will be sent to members requesting any input regarding activities or programs that they would like to see, especially during the pandemic. These surveys will also be used to evaluate member satisfaction and identify potential areas of growth. The surveys will be administered at the end of any events or activities, as well as on a quarterly basis when sent out to members via email. In addition to surveys, facility staff and volunteers will be asked to complete short reports at the end of events, activities, and the month, which focus on any areas of improvement, components which went well or poorly during their specific time frame in question, and the overall impression of the program effectiveness in empowering and advancing the growth of local youth. The club will also conduct internal analyses which will monitor any changes in overall membership quantity, membership satisfaction, any potential opportunities for outreach, the program efficiency, employee and volunteer satisfaction, as well as membership and employee turnover. These analyses will be utilized in developing future programs, providing funding, and justifying any current or future programs. Through these evaluation efforts, the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra will be better able to serve the community and provide the necessary help that these children need. Finally, the support summary. Prior to, during, and after the pandemic, children and communities everywhere desperately need the growth and development-oriented services provided by the Boys and Girls Clubs. While the number of children in need continues to increase, it is crucial for the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra to expand as well, spreading its influence and reaching more of the community. To continue growing, the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra will market directly to current and potential members throughout the La Habra area. This marketing strategy is expected to boost new membership by 20% over the next 5 years, increasing enrollment and participation, as well as generating revenue through membership fees, which can then be reinvested into new programs and services for the community. The proposed marketing plan, in addition to the development of innovative, inclusive programs that are accessible to all members both in person and online, will boost overall interest in the club and drive new members to join. By demonstrating the benefits of joining the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra, the proposed marketing plan will not only entice local children and their parents to join, but will also motivate contributors of the club. When contributors are able to see the wonderful impact the club has on the community, their contributions, whether financial or otherwise, will be much more fulfilling and more likely to continue. Creating long-term partnerships with local, established companies and businesses who seek to give back to their community benefits not only the club, but the local youth, community, and contributors as well. While the current climate has provided numerous challenges for the club, countless opportunities for advancement have also presented themselves. Adaptation, innovation, and an unwavering devotion to supporting local youth have strengthened the position of the Boys and Girls Club of La Habra in the community and allowed for thousands of youth to reap the benefits. Maintaining a safe, welcoming environment while continually improving and meeting the needs of the community will establish a clear path for the club to continue enriching lives for years to come.